Hey, everybody! Welcome to the ReCast cast. This is episode 2. I am GCR, Geekcast Rye of the Geekcast Live podcast, and with me, my better half, Steve himself.
I am a half. I'm not sure which of us is the better half. First off, this is in dating the episode because we're not quite sure when this is going to go out. But congrats to Geekcast Live for their 400th episode, man.
That was that snuck up on us.
Yeah, that's how numbers work.
Yeah, we should have known. Sure. We started podcasting in December 2013.
Man.
And 400 episodes.
You preceded Poprika by 6 months then.
Really?
Yeah, because we were right about May-ish 2014.
Boy, we were awkward when we first started. Holy smokes.
But isn't every podcast, though?
Yeah. No, yeah. You really got to let it grow on you.
You got to get those first 400.
Episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then we're good. Yeah, we're semi-professional now. We didn't even know how to end our own show last night. We were recording. It was just, I was like, well, okay. Bye, I guess.
Malcolm Gladwell's like, maybe 10,000 hours isn't enough for these guys.
Not at all. But
congratulations, man. I can't wait to listen to the episode.
Well,
if you're listening to this, I'm sure it is already out. It's going to be good shit. But, a podcast that's also starting out rough is the ReCast cast, man.
Like everything, right? It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. If you listen to the first episode and you're listening to this right now, some reason you stuck with us, and we appreciate it.
That we do. We are. Yeah, we are. I think we teased it last episode. We're doing Reservoir Dogs. A perfect movie for this format of show. I think it's an unbelievable ensemble.
Do you want to lay down to anybody whose first episode this might be? What are we doing here on the ReCast cast?
Sure. So we take movies with an ensemble cast that are, 20, 25-ish years old, and we do the thought experiment of what if they were made today with the same director, same production team, same script, who would they cast?
Yes, that's a good idea for a podcast. From the brain of Geekcast Rye. I love it. I'm a fan.
I gotta admit, I kind of stole it from Nando V Movies. He's so good at it.
Yeah,
but it is. We're doing a bit of a different spin, so it's a little different.
Yeah, friend of the show, Nando's been on Poprika a couple of times. I've been on his show once or twice. Good person. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he's a stud, man. If you're looking for something new to watch on YouTube, Nando Nando V Movies. After you listen to the ReCast cast.
Oh, of course, because we didn't do it first, but God damn it, we'll do it better.
I think that's the slogan of the whole show. God damn it, we'll do it better. So Reservoir Dogs, man. Quentin Tarantino's first movie came out in 92, I do believe. When was this your first Tarantino?
This was not my first Tarantino. So my first Tarantino was Pulp Fiction. And then I went backwards. This was my second Tarantino.
Yeah, I feel like Pulp Fiction was my first as well.
It's like gateway Tarantino.
It's the most accessible Tarantino there is, probably. And I think I might have done the same thing and went back. And I went back to Reservoir Dogs. It was also my second. Where in the pantheon, and they're kind of springing this on you, but where in the pantheon of Tarantino movies would you say that Reservoir Dogs ranks for you?
So my favorite movie of all time is Pulp Fiction.
Ooh. Okay.
So it can't be first.
Again, that's how numbers work.
That is true. I think it's number 3 for me. I think it's behind Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's your number 2, huh?
That's my number 2 Tarantino. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then I'm a Brad Pitt stan. So
have you seen the trailers for Bullet Train?
Yes, it ran in front of Multiverse of Madness. And so I got to see it at the IMAX, and then I had seen the original one when it came out a couple months ago. It looks amazing. I think it looks great.
It's I have a sneaky suspicion that that's gonna be in my top 10 because it looks like so much fucking fun.
It just looks like a blast. It looks like Brad Pitt's having fun, and that's the best Brad Pitt.
That's the best Brad Pitt. It looks like everybody's having fun. You got the dude from Atlanta with the fake British accent in there. It's going to be great. For me, I'm looking at my QT list here on Letterboxd. Reservoir Dogs is number 5.
Wow. In the Tarantino verse.
In the Tarantino verse, number 5. He's at 10 so far.
So it's behind Pulp. It's behind Inglourious Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
It's behind, oh goodness.
So number 1 is Bastards. 2 is Pulp Fiction. So you got those.
1 is Bastards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, love that movie, man.
Death Proof?
Oh God, that's number 10. That's the last. That's the bottom of the one.
All right.
3 is Kill Bill. 4 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Sorry, 3 is Kill Bill Part 1. And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is number 4. Kill Bill Part 2 is a little bit lower on down.
Yeah. Do you think he'll ever make his Star Trek?
No. And if he is accurate in saying that his next movie is his last movie, I kind of need it to be Kill Bill 3.
Really?
Yeah. Give me that kid all grown up looking for revenge now on older, out of the game, presumably, Uma Thurman. And it's like, it's the whole violence begets violence deal. Like, does the bride's daughter, pick up the mantle of Vivica Fox's kid trying to kill Uma Thurman? Like, how does that whole thing play out? I would love to see aged up in real time what Kill Bill. Do you
call it Kill Bill 3 or do you call it Kill Bride 1?
I think you call it Kill Bride. Just Kill Bride. Yeah, because you can't.
Because it's not Kill Bill 1.
Yeah.
It's Kill Bill.
It's Kill Bill Volume 1, I guess, right?
I guess it was Volume 1. Yeah.
But if this is his last movie, he's got to do it all in one movie. So I guess it would just be Kill Bride.
I think he does Kill Bride Volume 1 and then just walks away, leaving that hanging.
And it's like the worst. It's like Vivica Fox's daughter is like standing over her as she's like hanging by her fingertips off a cliff, and it just cuts to black, and we
like the end of The Good Son, but there's no ending.
I'm 100% on board for Kill Bride.
Well, listen, I don't know how to get a hold of him directly, but if somebody does.
Well, you know what? Someone here in the North Carolina film community is best friends with Quentin Tarantino that I know. So maybe I'll use some backdoor channels to see what I can do about that.
Let's do that. In the meantime,
Reservoir Dogs. So it came out in 1992. Like I said, there's the list of the highest grossing movies of 92. 1 is Aladdin, which blows my mind. 2, Bodyguard. 3, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. 4, Basic Instinct. 5, Lethal Weapon 3. 6, Batman Returns. 7, A Few Good Men. 8, Sister Act. 9, Bram Stoker's Dracula, which, side note, if I ever did porn, my name will be Bram Stoker. And 10, Wayne's World. So Reservoir Dogs didn't crack the top 10. Which of those movies would you take off to put on the top 10? To put Reservoir Dogs on?
Oh, man.
I'm leaning towards Home Alone.
Sister Act
can go.
Actually, Home Alone 2 can go. I didn't even. Home Alone 2 is the consensus number 1 there, for sure.
Yeah, let that one go. Let's get some QT love in here.
Also, for the record, if I ever do porn, Johnny Depp.
I like it. You can go all day with those. All right. So you want to get into, for those of you who haven't seen Reservoir Dogs, which everyone listening to this has, I feel like we don't need to recap this movie.
Correct.
Dude's doing bad shit. The job goes wrong, and everything we see in the movie past that opening credits is the aftermath of this job gone wrong.
A brilliant premise.
Yeah, it is. It's brilliant not to show the what went wrong.
Yep.
And and there's no flashbacks. Well, no flashbacks to that. There's 1 or 2 flashbacks in there, but no flashbacks to how shit went crazy. We're just left to kind of infer with a couple context clues and then let the plot unfurl itself as the movie goes on. Where, sir, do we start with the recast?
So I think we start with Mr. Blue. He has the smallest impact, I guess, on the plot. And so because of that, I think you start with him. It was played by Edward Bunker in the movie.
Yes, Edward Bunker, a real life criminal.
Yep.
Wrote a couple books, some crime novel, I believe crime fiction is what he was known for. Had a couple of movie roles here and there, was an assistant to a couple different movie roles as well, a couple crime movies. Legit criminal, the most legit of this cast, man. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'd love to go first.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
All right, then.
I'm so excited to share this cast with you. I really think it's fantastic.
Okay. All right, then. Well, sir, the floor is yours.
So I didn't have any angle at all. I wasn't trying to like only cast people who, my original thought was I'm going to cast people who almost were cast in Tarantino movies, right? Like Sandler. That was going to be my original angle, but that got really hard because I was trying to fit like square pegs and round holes. Mm-hmm. So I just decided I was going to cast it like Tarantino would cast it, I think.
Oh boy, I'm already in trouble.
Mr. Blue is Sam Elliott. Old, mustached, cantankerous, says like one line at the diner scene, and he's out of the movie. And when I was casting this, I was playing the diner scene, you know, the dick scene. I play that all the way. There's a clip on YouTube where it starts at the start of the movie and ends with the slow motion walk towards the cars.
The opening credits and whatnot.
Right. That's what I'd watch as I was trying to cast this. And I just think Sam Elliott would fit the role. I just think that's who Quentin Tarantino would cast.
That is not a bad pull. And also from Sam Elliott's perspective, my man gets paid to show up and record what?
Correct.
2 scenes? The diner scene and like the giving of the colors.
And he's in some weird hot water with what he said about
Jane Campion.
That about Jane Campion's movie. What is it? What's that called? Temple of the Dog?
The Power of the Dog.
Oh, that's it. Power of the Dog. And so it'd be kind of like it'd get him kind of lightly back in the spotlight in some good graces in a Tarantino film.
You know what, sir? That's not a bad pull. Not a bad pull whatsoever. I like that, Sam Elliott. Good call. Mine. So I start with like orange is obviously like the pivotal one. And I just kind of based everything age-wise around my orange. And blue being the oldest person, I went a little bit old. I went with Gary Cole, who you might know of as Lumbergh from Office Space.
Yeah.
That's my Mr.
That's
Blue.
That's good too.
Yeah. So my thought is most of my cast is too pretty. And original Mr. Blue is not a good looking man. That's the face of a real criminal right there.
Yeah, he's been in the sun a lot.
You need at least one good character actor in there to kind of shake things up a little bit. Doesn't get a lot of screen time, but he adds a little bit of spice to your stew. That's your Mr. Blue.
Great call. That's what I love about this is that we're technically in a competition here, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we want the listeners to decide, hey, I liked Ryan's cast better, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm rooting for you every time you say when you release. It's like that's fantastic. You're not wrong, and that's what I think is cool about this.
Yeah, I love it, man. I never would have thought it was Sam Elliott or the angle of like almost casts. That would have been nice. I was really wanting to make that my angle. It just got like because like you want to use Sandler, but where he doesn't really fit. Nah, not. I think maybe the voice of DJ K. Billy, you could have snuck him in there, maybe.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been. But then does he do just Adam Sandler or does he do like Billy Madison?
I think you do just Adam Sandler and then you wasted his talents.
Right.
Yeah, you might be right. There's no good place for him in this movie.
But now that you said, let's go to the DJ now. Let's go to K. Billy's Super Sounds of the 70s, which was originally voiced by Stephen Wright, the great deadpan comic who I had the honor to interview once, and he was just the coolest dude.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Man, I'm jealous.
I went with Bill Hader. Because he could either do his best Stephen Wright or he would just be Bill Hader. He wouldn't even put a voice on it. And it would be him doing The DJ voice.
Yeah, I think he's got a distinct enough voice that it's like those who know would
know.
It.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, hold on a second. Is that like, you're like halfway through the movie and you're like, is that Bill Hader?
Is that Bill Hader?
It's kind of like how we all were with Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder, right? Like you could almost quite place it, but not. Yeah, that's a good call. Good call on Bill Hader. Do you have him do Bill Hader, or do you have him do Stefan?
Well, Stefan would be pretty good, actually.
Yeah. That might just take you right out the movie, though.
It might remove you from the movie. That is true.
While yours is very much, if you know, my voice that I cast for DJ K. Billy, instantly recognizable. And I feel like you can't do a Tarantino movie without bringing his man along for the ride somewhere. I'm going Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
He's already played one radio DJ before. He played a DJ. He narrates the day of Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing via the radio. So that's a role that's somewhat familiar to him. It's a voice that would be very familiar to. Actually, he narrates Kill Bill. If I think about it, 1 or 2. No, not Kill Bill. Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards.
So this is right up Samuel L. Jackson's wheelhouse.
It's a great pick.
Enough said.
It's a great pick.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Already starting off interesting. Where do you go from here? If Blue had the least amount, I would say Brown.
Well, yeah, then you could go to Brown, but no, it'd be Brown. I think. Yes, let's do Mr. Brown. That's the Quentin Tarantino role. He does the famous "like a virgin" speech, right?
Uh-huh.
In thinking who Tarantino would cast in that role, and I was gonna say it's Tarantino again, but I didn't think that was in the spirit of what we're doing here. I went with Pete Davidson.
Wow.
I think he would deliver that like a virgin soliloquy in just incredibly. And I'm going to say, this is a bold comment. I like the cut of that guy's jib. I really like Pete Davidson.
I was anti-Pete for a little bit.
Me too.
Slowly, he's brought me around. Hadn't done anything to bring me around, but I'm just a fan now.
Correct. He's done nothing that made me say like I was wrong, because I still think he's a cum golem, right?
Yes, he is.
But he's like the coolest cum golem there is. It's
the coolest cum golem there is, and apparently just a huge swinging dick between those legs.
Oh, dude. And God bless him.
God bless him.
It's not his fault. Fuck it. I think he's a good dude. And I want to see it. I root for his success. I cast him in Reservoir Dogs.
You know what? It's a casting that would make me buy one ticket to your Reservoir Dogs.
And I'd like to see him in this same movie as distinguished actor Samuel Elliott. So
listen, you gotta learn from all the greats, right? And you gotta get in the same room, and this is what does it. My Mr. Brown very much follows the conventions of what you said you didn't want to do. I'm keeping Quentin Tarantino.
You stay with Quentin. That's fair. It was what my original pick was.
Here's why. I made up a whole world around this dude, because this is a mostly, like, what I drafted is a mostly youngish crew, with the exceptions of Blue and Brown, who were the two oldest people in the movie. But QT's in like his 60s now, kind of schlubby, goofy looking, and like he's just one of those criminals who's been shit with money his entire life.
Yeah.
He's just jobbing and jobbing and jobbing and jobbing. He never builds a nest egg. He never retires. He just hard scrabbles from job to job. He's a jobber. And that's what my new Mr. Brown would be. And just a goofy looking fuck.
He's just a goofy looking fuck.
All right, then. Damn, Pete Davidson. I'm liking the collection of this cast right now. Shit. Where do we go from here, sir?
let's go to Officer Marvin Nash.
Marvin Nash. Okay, Marvin.
I think he's the if we're going by like impact of character, I think he's next. And I'm going to the well again. Marvin Nash is played by Bill Hader.
God, man, I gotta step my game up.
And I think it's fucking perfect, man. It's great.
It's the bee's knees, man. Yeah, Bill. So you have Bill Hader on screen and Bill Hader coming through the radio, huh?
So yes, and I don't know if you do you watch Barry?
No, I have not checked out Barry.
Okay. Bill Hader will win multiple Oscars soon.
Okay.
He's a phenomenal actor and a really, really good director. And at the time of this recording, we've had 2 episodes of Barry season 3. And there's a scene in this latest episode where he is genuinely terrifying. And that energy brought to getting your ear cut off, man, I think he'd kill it. He'd be a big shining light in this movie.
All right, man. This is the Bill Hader vehicle. Loved him.
It really is.
Loved him in It Part 2, man. I really
did great. Dude's got range. He's like Jeter.
Yes, the dude does have range, and I've been meaning. It's one of those shows like I got to get to Barry, and I just still haven't gotten around to it yet.
It's very good.
All right, I got to get on that. My Marvin Nash. So I wanted to flip things a little bit. The Marvin Nash we have in the 92 Pulp Fiction is a young cat. So you probably got this figured and was like, fuck this, left the force, took his disability or whatever and did whatever. So I wanted to look at it from an older perspective, like a cop who's just about to retire.
Instead of like his last day on the force.
Yeah, like he's putting his papers in. And this crazy bank or diamond heist goes down. And then he gets swept up in this whole shit and then gets maimed. I think that would be horrifying to have a relatively mundane career for like 15 years, 20 years. And then your last like week, the most horrible shit ever happens. So you need someone that's a little bit older. I wrote Daniel Day Kim.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm rooting for you. That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
Yeah, Daniel Day Kim, my man from Lost. It might be my goal to get one Lost person in every single one of these.
Every single one of these.
We might have to just like retroactively record the Breakfast Club, like go back in there and slide some Lost people. Yeah, man. He's played Authority before in Hawaii Five-0 before he dipped out.
Sure,
I would love to see him in this movie as a cat getting his ear chopped off.
It's a great pick, man.
Much appreciated. It's
wonderful.
Appreciate it. What's up next?
You keep saying you need to step up your game, but I think you're doing great.
Oh, thanks, man. You make me feel good.
I'm now if we're going by impact, I think you got to go with Joe himself, Joe Cabot.
Big Joe.
The guy, the mastermind of the heist, the assigner of the colorful names.
Mr. Black's on another job.
And you gotta have like gravitas. You gotta be old or older looking at least. And you gotta command a certain amount of respect. Like when he's, he almost loses his cool when Mr. White doesn't give him his book back. Right?
Yeah.
I went with Jonathan Banks, Mark Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad.
Okay.
I think he's got the look. I think he's got the demeanor. He's dour. He's sour. He's an old fuck. He's tired. He deals with assholes every day.
Okay.
Jonathan Banks.
Man. Yeah. Well done, sir. Well done. Yeah, just grizzled in the face, haggard. It makes sense.
Tired.
He just wakes up tired.
He wakes up tired and he had a good night's sleep.
Had a great night's sleep. Foamiest mattress, still woke up tired.
Just woke up fucking tired.
Life got to him. For my Joe, is now Jane.
Oh, shit. You did it.
I flipped mine. I was like, let me get a little bit of female representation up in this joint. And who is better at playing boss ass characters?
Can I guess before you say it?
Go for it.
No, I can't do it. Go ahead. I don't want to be wrong.
well, but being wrong is a part of life, sir. My boss, Joe Jane, is played by Cate Blanchett.
Cate Blanchett. Okay, I'd have been wrong.
Oh, who were you going with?
I was going to say Dame Judi Dench.
A little bit too old.
Too old. Yeah. Cate Blanchett as Jane. Wow, sir, that's bold. That's inspired.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this fares, how this plays out. But yeah, man, Cate Blanchett. We've seen her do boss shit throughout like the last 15 years of her career. Not a whole lot to talk on there. It's just Cate Blanchett doing Cate Blanchett shit. One of the 2 female villains we've had in 27 MCU movies.
Yeah.
And she looks great.
It's one of 2. That is what it is.
One of 2. It's
wow.
Sad figure, but the second villain more than makes up for it.
Yes, it does. It does well.
All right, then. Yeah, man. Joe is done. Joe's been cast. Where are we going next, sir?
Nice Guy Eddie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Brilliantly played by Chris Penn.
Chris Penn. Rest in peace to Chris Penn.
This is the very first character I cast.
The last one I cast.
Really? That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I based my entire cast around this casting.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Now
Brendan Fraser.
Wow.
He's perfect. Put him in that fucking tracksuit.
Brendan Fraser, specifically in the tracksuit.
What do you mean you don't tip?
Oh man. Yeah, and he's been having a bit of a comeback.
There's a bit of a Fraser-sance, if you will.
And I will, a bit of a Fraser-sance.
And it's one of, now I'm going to throw a bit of a spoiler out there.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in this cast gets John Travolta, right? Somebody in this cast has the career resurgence based on this movie.
Yes.
I could assign that to Brendan Fraser here, but I won't.
Oh,
because I have someone that took that away from him.
So you have someone else that's going to be Travolta for this movie.
Yes. Not that Brendan Fraser, there could be a double Travolta here. I don't know, but I just love Fraser in this role.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I love that man. I'm so happy that he's starting to get his flowers while he can still smell them. You know, he was kind of disappear from the consciousness for like 10, 12 years.
Sure. For reasons.
Yeah. Slowly coming back, man. He was in a Steven Soderbergh movie last year. He's in Doom Patrol. Still going down, man.
In a Scorsese flick on Netflix.
What movie is this?
Yeah. It's Brendan Fraser. Don Cheadle's in it.
No, that's a Soderbergh movie.
Oh, is that Soderbergh?
Yeah.
That's not Scorsese?
Yeah, it's Soderbergh. Although he is in something, I think he might be in like the upcoming Scorsese.
He's
movie.
Coming in the new Scorsese film.
Yeah,
you are correct.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, which I'm much looking forward to. Good call on the Brendan Fraser, sir. That none of these so far would ever have came to my head for your cast list. For Nice Guy Eddie, I feel like he's just a dude. And that's why he was so hard to cast. Like, he's the boss's son, but he's not like a dick about it, like most like big time boss's sons. Like, he's kind of a chill guy. I went with the boys' Chase Crawford, their Aquaman, the Deep.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I could. It's you're skewing younger.
I'm skewing younger. Yes. Yeah. Younger than Penn was when he did the role.
Which makes me interesting for your Mr. Orange. But I'm excited. You've excited me.
Yeah. Yes. We will see how this goes. I only know him from The Boys. Kind of
he was in some young adult stuff like Maze Runner 2 or something, I'm sure. I don't know this to be factual. I'm guessing I'm guessing he was in Maze Runner 2.
He's got the face to be in a young adult joint.
Yeah, sure does. As like the mild antagonist turned mild protagonist. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in like the third movie.
Right. Yeah. When a lot of character growth on him, but it's really, really fucking shoveled in your face.
Okay then. Direct us to our next.
Well, it's your choice. The only four we have left are pink, blonde, white, and orange, and they all have the same impact on the film. So I don't know wherever you want to go. Let's do. For me, I would like to do Mr. Blonde.
You want to do Blonde?
Yeah,
Blonde it is, sir.
Because we've already revealed Marvin Nash. So now we can picture Bill Hader getting his ear cut off by today's brooding asshole Ben Foster.
God damn. Yes. You've seen Hell or High Water, right?
I love Hell or High Water. That scene at the gas station where he tells the dude, "You'd think there'd be 10 of me."
Yeah.
That's Mr. Blonde.
Between that and
310 to Yuma.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. His little bit of time on 310 to Yuma might be my favorite Ben Foster. For the longest, I was saying Ben Foster Moon Knight, but then they scooped up Oscar Isaac, so I couldn't complain about that too.
No, there's no complaints there.
Yeah, Ben Foster, huh?
Yeah,
his head got huge over the last few years, but
it really did.
But other than that, man, that dude knows how to play like menacing and unhinged.
Yes, unhinged is that's the right word. He knows how to play unhinged.
Oh, damn, that's a good call.
Watching him do Steelers Wheel with the stuck in the middle with you thing. That would be talking into the ear. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Improv, by the way. Okay. Damn,
really? I did not know that.
Yeah, that was
Tarantino doesn't normally allow a lot of improv.
No, I think if I remember correctly, that particular was one of those things like he just couldn't quite come to a conclusion on what he wanted to do. So he gave him a little bit of range. Like, just do something and we'll see how it works. And so he talked him.
Very cool.
Yeah. My blonde is it's a setup for something I have wanted to see in my life for decades now. So one half of that is Mr. Blonde. I go with a person who knows how to play unhinged well. Jake Gyllenhaal is my Mr. Blonde.
Wow.
Yeah.
So my original Mr. Blonde was Jake Gyllenhaal. I had watched that 911 movie of his where he plays the 911 operator.
Yeah.
And I was like, boy, he does unhinged well.
He does unhinged
great job.
Very well. Yeah. He's got it's all in the crazy eyes, man. It's all in the crazy eyes. I think that would be an interesting performance from him. And plus he likes to oscillate between good characters and bad characters. So it's time for him to go back bad for a while. So if you got a blonde,
that's a great pick.
Much appreciated, sir. We gotta go white from here, right?
I think so.
All right, then. Who do you got for Mr. White?
So Harvey Keitel was the pull for that movie. I mean, he was the big name in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got this the gravitas of Mr. White in that movie it's great. It's just it's amazing.
Yeah.
And the ability to be this guy who's like a confident bad guy but has a heart, right? I went with Don Cheadle.
Wow, Don Cheadle.
And I don't know for sure, but I think Don today is probably the same age as Harvey was then.
Okay.
Or close there, but Harvey was probably younger.
Harvey's probably in his like mid to late 40s. I think Don is like
Don's probably in his early 50s. So it's close.
Yeah.
But I think they're about the same age. And I think that Don would really have he's got the acting chops for sure.
Yeah.
And I think he's got that gravitas to where he could be the top billed character in this.
Yeah. And
in the absence of Samuel L.
There you go. You got to. He has something new to glom onto as his new African-American muse. No Sudden Move was this the Soderbergh joint.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. I just had to look that up. I'm for that, sir. I am 100% for that. My Mr. White, the other half of the setup I've been wanting for years, is my man Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm sorry, not Jake Gyllenhaal. That's Mr. Blonde. My man Ryan Gosling.
Dude, Gosling, what a great pick.
So for years, I have wanted a Metal Gear Solid movie with Jake Gyllenhaal as Solid Snake and Ryan Gosling as Liquid
Revolver
Snake.
Ocelot.
No, it's Liquid Snake.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Liquid Snake.
Yeah, Sam Elliott's Revolver Ocelot, dude.
No, that's true. Good call.
Yeah, I've always wanted those two to go head-to-head, Gyllenhaal and Gosling, in a Metal Gear movie. So if I can't get that, because Oscar Isaac is really pushing to be Solid Snake, I want them to go head-to-head here.
Well, a lot of people say after Metal Gear, it's Reservoir Dogs. So you're there, man.
A lot of people say it. I've seen it all over Twitter, man.
Totally. It blows up Reddit from time to time.
Yeah. Gosling. I just watched The Nice Guys for the first time all the way through.
Really? Great movie.
Great movie, man. I only seen bits and pieces of it, but I fucking
Nice Guys is one of those movies for me that deserved a sequel, but just didn't perform well enough to earn one.
Yeah.
Like Man from U.N.C.L.E. is another one.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Is it a sore subject for you too?
It is. That is the sore subject for me. I love
me too.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
It's so good.
People are gonna be so mad where they see how high it ranks on my 100 action movies list. I can't wait.
Dude, it won't be me. I fucking love that movie. It deserved a sequel and just didn't earn one.
All right, we're down to two colors left, right? Orange and pink. I guess we kind of have to. Orange is like our primary person, so
right.
Just save that for last.
Yeah, I think we save orange for last.
That means we go for pink.
The Steve Buscemi, hard to recast.
Oh, so that's the one you keep, huh?
Steve Buscemi was my last. It's also the one that gets John Travolta.
Oh, so this is where he starts like a late career comeback?
Yeah. Macaulay Culkin.
Huh.
Macaulay Culkin. His brothers are having a great run right now in a bunch of different shows. It's time. He's got the eyes. He's got them bugged out Steve Buscemi eyes. And watching him do the both the Why Do I Gotta Be Pink? How about Mr. Yellow? That whole thing.
Yeah.
And the I don't tip because society says I have to bit at the diner at the beginning. Macaulay Culkin, I think I'm happy for him to have his Culkin sons, if you will.
I won't.
No.
Not Culkin sons. I refuse to hop on board that phrase. but
I just spit an IPA all over my hand just then.
The one I just finished literally tastes like liquid weed, and I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about it. It's got little nugs on the can, so that they were going.
So there it is.
Specific taste. I toyed with the idea, strangely, of Kieran Culkin for this role.
Very cool.
But Macaulay is that's the one where people were coming out of the theater like, fuck, we forgot about Macaulay Culkin.
Fucking Macaulay Culkin kind of killed his Mr. Pink, didn't he?
Yeah. Damn. Good call, sir. Good call. I think you need someone that looks like someone that's kind of Weasley in that role, right? Because in the end, that character is ultimately kind of Weasley. They kind of dip out for themselves with the bag full of diamonds. And I think the best Weasley character would be like a younger person in the cast, like maybe the youngest of the cast who's like out to get his and prove that he can hang with the big dudes. So I wanted to go really young with that. Timothy Chalamet is my Mr. Pink.
God, that's good too. Man, I'm rooting for you. That's great. No, that's fantastic. He would do it. He could do it too. He'd do it real well.
Yeah, I think so. I guess so. He would be getting into it with Who is that? I guess that'd be Ryan. No.
There's the real famous scene where it'd be Gosling and
kicking him
Gyllenhaal
all over the floor. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right then. I'm acting like a fucking professional. Right on. That brings us to the poor fool who gets shot in the stomach.
Yep.
Mr. Orange.
Mr.
Orange, sir. What was your thought process behind picking your Mr. Orange?
How it would play with Mr. White.
I think that makes sense.
The mentor-mentee aspect of it, and then the heartbreak at the end when it's revealed the betrayal, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I went with. So if Mr. White was Cheadle, I went with Lakeith Stanfield.
Oh boy. Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
Not only is he an amazing actor, I just think that him and Cheadle would be really, really good together.
And he's also played a similar role as that kind of undercover dude in.
Well, he played a detective in Knives Out.
He played detective in Knives Out. He is working for the FBI in Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yes. Whew,
had to pull that one out. Yeah. So yeah, we've seen him kind of do that and have that whole conflicted thing about him too. Good call. I didn't. Oh man, god damn it, man. Okay. All right then. Shit. I flipped my orange as well. I gender flipped my orange.
Okay.
Specifically for one particular scene. I'm going with Florence Pugh as my Mrs. Orange.
It's fucking strong.
And there's a face she makes when she's very distressed, like the corners of her mouth turned down real sharp. That is the face that I want to see as she's blasting away Jake Gyllenhaal right before he kills Daniel Day-Kim. It's
the frown she makes right at the end of Midsommar.
Right. The frown that goes into the smile at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. When it starts as that frown, that's the exact face I'm talking about right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I love Florence Pugh, like in my soul.
She is having a ball right now.
Yeah, she really is.
Time of her life. And I want to
she cooks on Instagram. And I love, she does like a cooking little reels on Instagram. It's fantastic.
She's fantastic.
She really is.
I could get down with this. I love me some Flo Pugh.
Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. That rounds out the cast. That's the cast of Reservoir Dogs. Do you want
Reservoir Dogs?
You want to go through your list one more time?
Yeah, I'd love to. In order, Mr. Blue was Sam Elliott. The voice of the DJ was Bill Hader. Mr. Brown was Pete Davidson. Officer Nash was Bill Hader. Joe Cabot was Jonathan Banks. Nice Guy Eddie was Brandon Fraser. Mr. Blonde was Ben Foster. Mr. White was Don Cheadle. Mr. Pink was Macaulay Culkin. And Mr. Orange was Lakeith Stanfield.
Solid. Fucking rock solid.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Man. Yeah. Solid as a rock.
I need to hop into whatever. I need to dip into the multiverse and come out to wherever this movie was made at and watch this shit. One ticket for this shit. My list. We're starting off with Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue, I have Gary Cole. I'm going to need you to come in on Saturday. BJK Billy, I got Samuel L. Jackson. You get that recognizable voice in there. Great Mr. Brown, once again, Quentin Tarantino.
Great pick.
Officer Nash, Daniel Day-Kim. For Joe, now Jane, Kate Blanchett. For Nice Guy Eddie, Chase Crawford. For Mr. Blonde, Jake Gyllenhaal. Mr. White, Ryan Gosling. Mr. Pink, Timothy Chalamet. And Ms. Orange, Flo Pugh.
It's great picks, dude.
It's a great
killed it,
man. Interesting to see how this whole thing plays out.
We did well. I think we did well. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to see who comes out on top here.
All right. I'm looking forward to seeing how the votes roll in on this. Let us know what ticket you are buying. Are you buying a ticket to the Ryan verse, or you might get a ticket to the Seed verse to go see this movie. It all remains to be seen. But either way, this is one that I will be happy to lose.
Either way, I would be very happy.
Yeah. Cause, what's up?
I guess we gotta tease our next episode.
Yeah, we do.
I have our list that we put together before
like 9 months ago.
Yeah. So we've done Breakfast Club. We've now done Reservoir Dogs. The remaining pick, we don't want to tease all of them, right?
No, just slowly dole them
out. So we've done the teen drama in Breakfast Club. We've done a gangster film in Reservoir Dogs. So we have a war film. We have another gangster film, and we have a Western. I think maybe we do the Western.
I think the Western makes sense. I'm just as curious as everybody.
So do you want to recast cast Tombstone?
Yes, sir. I do want to recast Tombstone. Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
So Tombstone it is.
Tombstone it is. This forces me to sit down and rewatch that whole movie because I haven't seen it in years.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, I know. It's such a chore.
It's such a good movie.
It's such a chore. Yeah, I haven't seen it, I think, since I first bought it on DVD. So this gives me an opportunity to dust that joint off.
Fantastic.
And, check it out. Ooh, I cannot wait for this. That's it, I guess. You got anything else before we wrap this bad boy up?
No, I hope we got you through your drive to work or your drive back from your grandmother's funeral.
There's only 2 times you're allowed to listen to the ReCast cast: to work and grandma's funeral. If all your grandparents are no longer with us, I'm sorry, your options are cut.
I hope you have a job.
I hope you have a job. I hope that job's at least 40 some odd minutes to drive to work. All right, that's going to do it. We'll be back sometime in the sometimes with the Tombstone right here on ReCast Cast.